Hey guys, thank you for checking out my video today. As you can see, my hair, it doesn't look too great. It's kind of standing up today, even though I brushed it 101 times and it's still messy. Anyways guys, I'm going to be providing an update in terms of how I did on Huel and my kind of directions in terms of maybe trying something else, not maybe, trying something else. So if you guys wanted to kind of see update in terms of that, if you want to know how I'm doing with that, my progress, then keep tuned to this video. I'm going to be going over that, guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Right guys, so before I get into the topic of Huel, provide an update on it. For those that have not already subscribed to my channel, please, it just takes a few seconds. Hit the subscribe button below. That would greatly support the channel further. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time there's a video, and hit the like button if you enjoy this video. Now, formalities aside, let's get on with my update. So in terms of Huel, so if you guys haven't already seen my initial Huel video, I'll put a link somewhere here, one side. Click that, have a look when I did start that. So for those that don't know, Huel is essentially a meal replacement. So you just kind of replace it in terms of your meals, and it kind of aids with weight loss, or it depends what your goal is. But for me, it was weight loss. So I got at that time, I'd got the Huel black powder. And I had got it at the recommendation of family and friends because they had got really good results. Like, majority of them had lost 10 plus kilos, which if you look at it, it's a lot. And they said that they were able to stick with it. It was filling. They didn't really feel hungry. And, the results were, quite visible in terms of how they did. So obviously I went with that. I thought I'd give it a try. It's not a great idea, especially when I think when I did research, I couldn't find any samples of this specific product. But what I should have initially done was taken some samples, not only just because of the taste of the product, but to see if it suits your body. Because if it doesn't, and you buy a whole bag, the bags that you do get for Huel are quite big, then you're stuck spending that X amount of money. So in this case, it was a minimum of 2 bags. So I think it was, with the discount, I got it for £40, which is a lot of money and a lot of stock you're going to have if you don't utilize it or it doesn't sit with you well. So yeah, I did end up buying it, and I did end up spending the £40. And I think I already discussed in that previous video the issues I had with at that time. I did make the plan of keep going on for a few weeks more to see, if the issues I was having settled down. So the issues I did have when I started it was explosive diarrhea. I've never seen it before. And then persistent and ongoing diarrhea for the time I was having it then. I was told by the people that have already tried it, family and friends, that, it's only the first couple weeks and then it will settle down. So I kept going. But I developed a problem from it. Essentially, I started to get like stomach aches, all that kind of cramps. I don't know how to explain it. Issues with my stomach. And in my life, I've never had diarrhea problems to the extent where, when you're going to kind of work, it will start causing kind of an issue if you're going outside, where, you need to quickly go to the toilet because it's just back to back, isn't it? You need to go. And this is the first time I had this issue. Like, I just have one kind of drink in the morning and it will just kick off straight away. And it was to the point where if I went out, I had to take with me this here. This is the one. Imodium. And I never had to take this in my entire life. I've never had to take this. I've never had these kind of issues, normal issues you have, like they'll settle down. This was persistent every day. I take it. And, this ain't no way to kind of live, you can say, because you can't always go out and, you know, like this diarrhea kicks off and, you know, you need to, it's just a complete headache. It's not normal at all. And so at that point, I knew, after discussing with the doctor, I think it went on for 2 months. The first month I discussed on the previous video, but it went on for another month after that. It was just a problem, guys. It was causing me like stomach aches, diarrhea, and, you know, on top of that, if you know, putting those issues aside, if it wasn't for those issues, I wouldn't say the flavors were that good, but I could have bared with that, because, you know, the results, you would get those, you know, if you stick to it. But because of the issues I was getting from it, I couldn't justify sticking to this product, because you could say it's kind of making me ill in a way. I was just having issues every day. Some days I would just get headaches, and, you know, from the diarrhea, you get dehydrated. It leads to all kinds of problems. So I've stopped. I had to stop it. So the bags I did have, even though Huel was kind enough to replace one of the bags after I told them about the issue, it didn't make any difference. So unfortunately, Huel did not work with me. And this is actually kind of the first meal replacement I've ever tried. So, you know, I don't know if they're all like that. But personally, I don't really want to risk trying another one at the moment. I'm just going to stop in terms of like having these kind of shakes and meal replacements. But unfortunately, guys, it hasn't worked for me. But this doesn't mean it won't work for you. You know, like I've said, it has worked for family and friends. They haven't had this issue. It's happened to me. So unfortunately, yeah, that, you know, hasn't worked. But in terms of the direction I'm going to go, because obviously I am still going in a direction where I want to lose weight, but I'm not going to be having like these kind of meal replacements. More so, I'm going to be going more on to, well, my aim is to do a low carbohydrate diet. And I don't like to call it a diet, because I think generally you shouldn't be having too many carbohydrates anyway. It's not good for you. So the aim is to have a low carbohydrate diet and then eventually go on to keto. So keto is where you're having carbohydrates that are, I would say, to go into ketosis, you should be having 50 grams and below. And if you could do 25 grams, even better. But I can't just jump into, like, from going, say, from 100 plus carbs just to straight 50, 25. It's a bit tricky. So what I've decided to do is start with low carbohydrate diet. And I will be telling my progress. I would say I'll tell you my progress in 3 months, because there's no point telling it now. So I'm going to start with a low carbohydrate diet, which is usually, I'm going to max out 100 carbohydrates, 100 grams of carbohydrates a day. And then eventually, once I've kind of grasped that and I'm comfortable, then I'll drop it down to 50 and aim for a keto diet. So going into that range of ketosis, where essentially it would help lose weight quicker. And if you guys don't know that anything about this ketosis, if I can pronounce it correct, you could check out this book. I brought it from Amazon, but it doesn't have any pictures. It's got mostly like recipes in it, but if you want to kind of know a little about a keto diet, and it's basically where you can have more foods that are got fat in it. So example being bacon, eggs, and things like that. And yeah, I'll put a link to this book below, but there's lots of books on Amazon, so check out that link, because it would greatly help me if you do purchase from it. I get a small commission, which is always useful. So guys, yeah, this is pretty much a short video in terms of this Huel, my future directions in terms of the diet. And that's it. I just wanted to provide that so you guys are updated, because I had a few questions where people are asking, where are you in terms of that? So I thought it'd be just nice enough to respond by video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, for a few weeks, I'm probably going to stop posting on this channel. I have set up another channel, Sassy Woman Finance. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please check it out. And if you're interested in financial topics and you want to grow financially, then please do subscribe to that channel. I'll put a link here below. So yeah, I'm going to be just focusing on that channel from now on. And yeah, of course, I have lots of things I have purchased I wanted to discuss, but you know, I can't balance both channels, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. If you do have any questions, if you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you tried Huel, or, you know, in terms of kind of a diet you're thinking about, note them in the comments below. I would like to hear those. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. So guys, have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.